In this week's video, one of the locals joins me for breakfast. The sunrise gives me some great light and I try some different shots around Brixham Harbour.
Good morning everybody, thanks for joining me again. As you can see, I'm back in Brixham Harbour. Thought I'd come for a short walk on a Sunday morning and bring my camera with me. I'm challenging myself a little bit this morning. I've just brought the one lens. I've got my 16-55 G lens and I haven't got a tripod, although I do have the grip that's on the bottom of the camera at the moment. Let's see what we can get. If I get nothing, it'll still be a nice walk around the harbour in the morning. I'm hoping that I'll get some nice light on the houses behind me. I took a shot earlier in the year which I'll put up now and show you, which was really nice. Panorama of those houses all the way around to the fish quay with some really nice light. The sun's going to come up in maybe 2 or 3 minutes time, although there is a bank of cloud on the horizon, and we'll see what we get. Well, as I'm walking around, what I'm thinking of doing is taking some shots at 16mm, maybe low to the ground, looking for leading lines, and when the sun comes up, maybe look at the light on the houses. Let's see what we can find.
Well, the first thing I found is where I was standing there was these blue benches, just like the shape, and because they were blue, I've made everything else black and white.
So, just as I hoped, the sun's now shining on the buildings on the other side of the harbour, so let's see if I can get this panoramic shot. So what I'm going to try is a f11 to get a good depth of field, everything in focus. I'm at 100th of a second because I'm handheld, don't want any camera shake, and I'm just getting away with ISO 100. Let's see what that looks like.
Well, I was trying to be really careful, trying to keep the camera level, and I took 7 or 8 shots from left to right across the harbour. Then when I was at home, got them into my Capture One software, and the first thing I did was pick the 7 that I liked and just make sure that they all look the same colour, same exposure, and then exported them as TIFF files. Then I used a piece of software called Hugin or Huggin to stitch the 7 images together. As you can see, I'm importing the 7 images, and I'll do this in real time so you can see how quick this process is. I've then pressed on the align button and it's taken the 7 images and trying to match them together. And that's the image. So I then export that. Just trying to save it to the correct file. As you can see, it doesn't take long. And then I've gone to the file, just opened it up, just to see if I can see any mistakes where it may not have stitched the image together properly. So I'm looking across the image, just making sure that everything's lined up. So in the end, I imported them back into Capture One, and this was the first image with a little bit more processing. As you can see, the sunlight is making it quite beige in the middle, so I tried another one, and I've just made the image a little bit more blue. Anyway, let me know what you think. So next, I was looking back at the harbour and I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I looked at this chain, tried to make that a leading line and to split the photograph up. This first one I've focused in on the chain, and this next one I've focused in on the actual building in the background. But I thought these would be something a little bit different. This last image I wasn't sure about, but once I'd processed it, you can see the clouds seem to sort of follow the lamp on the right, and as a black and white image, really nice.
Well, as you can see, I was using the railings to get some more interesting shots of those buildings. Just taking a walk down to Breakwater Beach now, see what I can get along this stretch here. May not film too much, as I said, just out for a nice walk. And there's more people out now, so it gets a little embarrassing talking to yourself as you're walking around. Never mind. Let's see what else I can find.
I noticed this boat underneath the pontoon and the reflections, so I was focused in on that. I think I'm at 55mm and quite a slow shutter speed, as you can see. And then just below that you could see all these lovely shapes in the reflections, so I tried to isolate them, especially that section at the bottom. So I've also in post-processing cropped in on that and made a feature of it, and I'm really pleased with the sort of abstract look of this this image.
Well, I took this shot last year, and since then this pontoon's been rebuilt as it was destroyed in an accident, and they've replaced the boardwalk with this plastic stuff, which initially I thought wasn't very nice, but you can still actually get some quite good shots of it.
Well, to be honest, I'm not too sure about this shot. It's not bad. I quite like the patterns, but I still like the boardwalk better. Just a little bit further along, looking down the marina, I just happened to see this lady walking down with the red top on, and as you can see the red posts. I thought that would make another great shot. As you can see, a little bit further along, I just happened along this seal, having his breakfast of this flatfish. And I was just lucky, in the right place at the right time. Enjoy.
Well, I think I'm going to call it a morning. It's starting to get very busy. Lots of people around, and as you can see, the sun's so high I can't even see the camera. So, hope you like this short walk around the harbour. If you did, give me a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you again next week. But for now, cheerio.